Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Sexalescent Slacker. Here we are in my living room, and two people have joined already. Can you hear the music? I can't hear the music. Or do I need to turn it up? Still can't hear the music. Have I got the music playing? Oh, I have to press play. That would help. I still can't hear the music. Can you hear the music? Or is it too quiet? Tell me if you can hear the music, people. Welcome to... I'm not using my computer. I'm just using the phone. I'm being vertical because I want to be pushed into shorts. It's the only way you would ever get me in shorts, actually. And we shall be... Adilabati, hello! Oh, you're watching on your phone, so I'm vertical. Good. Right, I remember. I need. Well, you can come with me. We can get some sugar cubes from the kitchen. Right, because you can't have absinthe without sugar cubes. Well, you can, because yesterday I went all round Ghent for about 3 hours. I leave my phone. Oh, or you leave your phone. Right, sugar cubes. I went around Ghent for 3 hours looking for a specific absinthe glass because I have everything apart from the glass. But I couldn't find one. Not a single antique shop, not a single kitchen supply or bar supply shop that I went to had one. And even some of the antique places had sort of heard of it, but didn't quite know what it looked like. And some of them hadn't even heard of it. The one place that had heard of it was a place called Books and Booze. It's very appropriate. And they had a bottle of absinthe in their shop, which sells books and booze. And they said yes. The owner said yes, he did have absinthe glasses at home for his own personal use, but he didn't sell it in the shop, which is great. But I did learn something from him. That absinthe was in fact originally intended as a medicine against malaria. We joked, both of us, that yes, if you have enough absinthe, you don't really care whether you've got malaria or not. That's probably how it worked. So here is my sugar cube, and I have this as well. This is not absinthe. It looks fairly surgical. Hello, Led. Good audio and video. Yes, I'm using basic. I'm using everything basic, and I've closed all other apps. So we're on 720p, and I've got music as the only additional thing on this live stream, because I tried to get a blurred background, and I was searching on the app for it, and then discovered that my phone is a budget model, and Prism itself detects, oh, this is cheap crap. It won't be able to cope with AI background blurring, so it doesn't offer it. So you're going to have a full background. And I'm not holding a sample glass. This is crushed ice in water, and it's for doing your absinthe with. So we should do the absinthe now. So I have my measuring cup, because this was an expensive bottle of absinthe. That was given for my birthday. Hello, 20 people. Don't swipe away just yet. We're just about to have absinthe. It's good for you. Honestly, look, I'm 23, really. It's the effect that it has on you. No, it doesn't. And the thujone, or the wormwood in it, is rather good. That's the bit that's supposed to help with your malaria, apparently, because it was a malaria treatment until they discovered, oh, this is rather nice, let's drink it just for the sake of it. So I pour in, it's green, you can't really see it, but you will see it later, it's green. Your phone is watching me. Oh well, all right. That's better than nobody. I'm expecting a lass also to turn up. If Blue Sky is there as well, hello Blue Sky. Yeah, you tell him, Blue Sky, is to do what you say. So, right, so what I do is I pour it. You'll see it's green. See? Can you see? It's green. You know, if you didn't know it was alcohol, it would look like some kind of like petrol derivative. But the green colour comes from maceration. Yes, say that again. The green colour comes from maceration. Maceration of the ingredients, of the vegetable ingredients. It's vegetables. It's healthy. So they macerate them rather than add a green dye. And this is some cheaper absinthes just put in colouring. But this one, the ingredients produce the colouring themselves. So you get that green colour, which doesn't say like that. You could drink it neat, which I have done in Brussels once, which took me about half an hour to finish a glass so big. It's incredibly strong. So we're going to do the right thing with absinthe now. You need one of these. Which is an absinthe spoon, and right, I'll have to put it on the glass. I'll have to sort of move you down. Hey, Tom, how are you doing? He's upstairs. He's upstairs watching these. I thought you were going for a walk. Who else said hi? Pratama, hello, Rena, Pratama. Have you had absinthe? Excuse my crotch. We're going to have absinthe. What I do is I put the sugar cube on here, so, and then I get my groovy sample glass. And both of these were bought by my sons, one of whom is watching upstairs on his phone. And I tip this supposedly drop by drop. So you'll have to be patient because it's drop by drop. And over the sugar cube, it doesn't really go drop by drop. It comes out in spurts. It's a bit like me really in the morning, at 4 o'clock in the morning in the bathroom. You wanted to know that, didn't you? I really did. So, oh no, he's come downstairs now. He's on his way to his walk. All right, he's waving from the kitchen. Okay. Well, I can't. You're down here. I'm trying to read your comments. Oh, hi, Tom, says Adalabati. Shout back hi. There he shouted back hi, Adalabati. So, for those new to the channel, Tom is my oldest son. He has appeared on the channel many times. We have done live streams together, walks, where often he ended up getting muddy feet because we had walked in the countryside. Right, I'm pouring this all over. Can you get me a tissue, please? This is what happens as well when you're pouring absinthe live on camera. You miss, and it goes all around the bowl. Okay, it's getting great. It's gradually getting there. You'll see that You'll see that the absinthe is now no longer a clear green, but has turned into, it's supposed to be about 4 to 6 parts water to 1 part absinthe. And I'm just guessing this. It could be less parts water, knowing me, but it goes cloudy. I've forgotten the correct term for it. Oh, that'll do. Hang on. I'll just clean up my water. Right. Right, I'll put my spoon on this tissue, out of the way. Oh, you're supposed to stir it as well, stir the sugar that's melted in here with your fancy spoon. This particular absinthe is called Le Parisienne Le Fay, or the Fairy, because people who drank it, like Satie, the composer Satie, and our good old friend, what's he called? What chap would cut his ear off? Where am I from? I am from. Sorry, my Tom is watching as well. Where are you from? Albert Taylor. I am from. We're in Belgium here, in the north of Belgium, between Antwerp and Ghent, and Brussels is to the south of us. I'm not originally from Belgium. They don't speak like this in Belgium. I'm English, but I've lived here long enough to have Belgian sons. So this is what it looks like. It's no longer that clear green. Now it looks like sink water. And if you know what the smell of aniseed smells like, anise in Dutch, it smells like that. It smells like sweets, basically. It smells like child's sweets or some kind of medicine. It's a cross between medicine and child's sweets. And but it's 68% alcohol. With 35 parts per milligram of wormwood, which was once described as a hallucinogenic, but you'd have to drink like bottles and bottles of the stuff in one go to get any hallucinogenic effect, and by that time you'd be so drunk you wouldn't notice either way. But cheers, everybody. This is rather tasty. You can still taste the alcohol, but the iced water and the sugar just makes it palatable, more palatable than the one I had in Brussels, which burnt the roof of my mouth off and took me half an hour to drink, as I said. Is that? Yes, it's a decanter. It's a carafe. It's a special carafe. All right, see you. Bye. Tom's gone for his walk. It's a special carafe specifically for absinthe. I've forgotten what it was called. You can get special. There's a special device with a big water. Looks a little bit like a samovar, a Russian samovar. It's filled with iced water and it's got taps on it. Pop Will Eat Itself. Hello, not the band, or somebody from the band Pop Will Eat Itself, or somebody who just likes the band Pop Will Eat Itself. Hello. We're drinking absinthe. If you'd care to join us, you grab your nearest bottle of absinthe and a carafe and water. But yes, usually it's you drip the water over from these taps from this like samovar looking thing. I think I posted pictures on Discord when Kimberly and I did it. Kimberly introduced me to absinthe. We were at a cocktail bar in Liverpool. She ordered it, and they came to the table with this contraption. I'd never had it before. Just a fan of them. Okay. Oh, there you are. Sort of late 90s, early 2000s. Sort of pop punk, jolly good. Yeah, apologies for what? Oh, you signed to my channel? Yes, I'm sorry, I don't speak French, but I understand that you have subscribed to my channel. Jolly good. 073Z, Z3Z. Welcome to the show. It's not always like this. I'm not always drinking absinthe. Sometimes I just drink wine instead. A little bit of Côte de Rhône, which I may have later. And we may go outside and you can see the dreary part of northern Belgium, which some of my viewers have already seen, but you know, it's maybe worth seeing again for new viewers who might see it and think, God, why did I come here? But anyway. Yes, so have any of you experienced or had or tasted or know of absinthe? I don't have any points to give you. It's just a question, and it's a low-level interaction live stream. Sometimes I go walking with my son there, and we go and view the nicer parts of the north of Belgium, and you can see that. If you look back at my old streams, you'll see some walking videos, and sometimes I even get a guest. Are invited onto the show. Adela Barty has been a guest. She was there. Who else has been on? Led Zippo, if he's still there, he's probably hiding now. He's been a guest on the show. Go and check out Led Zippo's channel if you're interested in Taiwan and seeing Taiwan live. He's your man. So where are you from, Ciro Z3Z? Where are you from? Pop Will Eat Itself. Just the general. I don't need to know your exact address, but what nationality? Where are you from in the world? Because most of the people who watch this are from various other places in the world. The only absence you've had is the ex-girlfriends. Well, yes. until Kimberly introduced me to proper absence, that was also my case. Of which, I had, you can include an ex-wife in there as well. And for the rest, you can imagine, like ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, a lot of absence, abstinence and absence. We're still waiting to hear where Pop Will Eat Itself and Ciro come from. Perhaps I shall go later to your channels. A 30 seconds delay. I'll put it on normal latency. All right. This could be why I'm down to 4 viewers instead of 20. They all swiped away because there's nothing exciting happening in 30 seconds. Oh, maybe I have to show my carafe again with this wonky top. Or just drink more. Still no guitar. Hello. This is our friend from Germany. You dozed off while waiting. Yes, audience, new members of the show. This is the general tendency of viewers of the show. Due to the general age of viewers of this show, they tend to doze off while waiting. I shall be dozing off probably after this, after my absinthe and wine. Hydration is important. Well, I could always drink the ice water out of this. I shall probably need hydration. I shall not be going on my bike either, and when we go outside. For those new viewers, I once tried to live stream on my bike, which was not a good idea because the police were behind me and saw me doing it and threatened to fine me. And so far, fingers crossed, this was about a year ago. I have not received a fine in the post. They may be delayed. I may get a fine, but we'll see. Where is the wine? Oh, right here. Here we go. Cool. I got this from a birthday from work. Nicholas Cruz domain. I'm sorry, I butchered the French there. Siri. Côte de Rhône. It's 14.5%, which is good enough. So yes, we will be going on my bike, and these days I shall be going more on my bike everywhere, because the big news is my car is going to have to die. It's not dead, it still works. After 30 minutes I'll get spikes in viewers. After 30 minutes I'll be spiked. And their spiked viewers will get the spiked host. Yes, so my car is 24 years old, at 317,000 kilometers. It's a diesel, and it's getting a bit worn out. I kind of, like the garage said, you know, it's not worth fixing, but I had it fixed anyway to get it through its MOT. I said dead cat, not car. Well, yes, yeah. My car is about as much value as a dead cat. So it got through its MOT, and I thought, oh great, okay, I'll keep using it. And then something else broke on it, and that's when I decided, oh, I better get rid of it because it's just going to cost me more and more money. So I thought, you know, it still goes. It's taxed, it's insured, it's passed its MOT, sort of. It's got certificate to prove. So I went onto a website, car, we'll buy any car, doesn't matter what condition, blah 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 blah, we'll come and have a look at it, and and you'll get a decent price, blah blah blah. So I sent all my details off, faffed around, took photos of it and everything, and then I got emails saying, we're just processing, blah 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 blah, and you'll get the best price, blah blah blah. Right, audience, can you guess what they offered me for my car? I shall wait 30 seconds now, because it's been delayed. And while I'm waiting, I shall drink, and you can listen to this bloody awful music. I might switch it to something else. Right, I'm just waiting now, waiting for a response. Any response, any significant in euros, because we're in Belgium, it's Europe. So no dollars, no Taiwanese dollars, no Canadian dollars. Just euros. How much do you think they offered me for it? I'm talking to myself in real time, but with this delay. I've got to pay 500 euros. I've got to pay 500 euros? No, I didn't mention 500 euros. I had to pay, I paid more than that to get it fixed. No, Have a guess what this we'll buy any car, any condition place offered me for it. I'm just waiting now for a good guesstimate in euros. Then you can have a good laugh when I tell you. Well, that's getting close to the mark there. Still no guitar, yeah. 69. Well, if you take the 9 off that, you'll be correct. I was offered, after all this waiting and getting an email, we have valued your car, based on the information you have given us. €6 they offered me for the car. I asked Google AI, I said, is this normal? They said, absolutely not. It's an insult. I was morally supported by artificial intelligence to say that this was an insult. So I went on to another. I then phoned a local firm that said, oh, we'll take any car, blah blah blah. Couldn't reach them. They got back to me when I was in Ghent yesterday. Sort of got a phone call while I was in my favourite cafe. And they said, oh, you called? They said, yes. And I explained the car and the age and the type and the blah, 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 and diesel and this, that and the other. And then it was silence on the other end of the phone from a company that says, we'll buy any car, any condition, we'll come and pick it up. We'll give you a fair price after we've looked at it. And he basically said, no, we don't really want to come and look at it. We don't want it. We could maybe give you €50. Oh, bugger. So, 2 Duvals. You've had 2 Duvals. Oh, right. Oh, my God. Right. So I then looked up that if I take it to the local scrapyard, which is just next to my work, actually, which is the officially recognised place for getting rid of, old cars for the government in this area, handily, they'll take it for free. I can just drive it there. They'll take it. As long as it still drives, and it's not a complete wreck, they'll take it and they'll scrap it and they'll give me the value of the bits and bobs and the metal for it. So that would hopefully give me sort of a bit more than €6 or €50, which I will need because I'm going to pay €500, coincidentally, for a new bike. Well, not new, but one of my ex-wife's friends is getting rid of her electrically assisted bike, which I've been testing this week, going backwards and forwards to work. It's very handy, and apparently it will save me about €2,000 roughly a year by just buying this bike and using it instead of the car. And fortunately for me, my sons both got cars, and they said if I need to go anywhere, any distance, or pick up, large stuff or whatever, that I can borrow their cars. So basically, I don't need a car, and so I shall be carless, hopefully, by next week's show. Do any of all of you, have you all got cars? Led Zippo, you don't have a car, do you? I mean, I saw you driving when you went to Canada, so you must still, keep it up, as they say. But I don't believe you have a car. Do any of my new subscribers and anybody watching who happens to have scrolled and wonder what the hell they're watching, do you have a car? Do you need a car? Are you attached to your car? Do you feel any sentimental value towards it? I am reluctant. Minion, thank you. Right, I'm not familiar with your flag, but thank you. Yes. Do you own a car, Minion? Very expensive and very convenient, very handy, very sort of relaxing. I was able to just drive to work and back, which is not that far really. It takes me like 20 minutes on the bike, and it took me 15 minutes in the car. So, I'm doing the environment good by getting rid of my cars. Sorry, the main road out here, ambulances, trains, fire engines. Yeah, so sorry about that. But yes, I'm being green. I'm having absinthe. I'm being green and getting rid of my car and going by bike. It does mean that I have to get up slightly earlier in the morning, and I have to sort of dress up like a Michelin man to go through the icy cold weather in the morning cycling to work. But because it's an electric bike, you love your Toyota Yaris from 2009. It's your first car. You bought it at 69,000 kilometres. Oi! Oh, you scratched it. Oh dear. My son used to have a Toyota Yaris, the 2013 model, I think, 2012 model, and he was all right with it. And then he went for a walk one day with his friend and left his car parked. And when he came back, the car was completely destroyed because it had been in a queue of cars parked, and another car had crashed into the back of the queue with such force that the whole queue were rammed into each other and smashed his car up. So now he has a Hyundai i10. Giggles and riots. Dot. I don't know what dot means, but hello. Oh, you live in Taiwan. All right. Hey, cool. Led Zippo lives in Taiwan, by the way. Further up in the comments. On the northeast. All right. Okay. Hualien area. That area, Hualien. You have to drive to the office. Yes. Well, I drive about 6.4. Well, I cycle now 6.4 kilometres. It's not too stressful, luckily. Oh my God! What? What's happened? What's happened? Shaquille Newton. What? I'm not quite sure. Oh my God. Taiwan is gay, lol. There's a Taiwanese citizen there, Led Zippo. Be more respectful. Led Zippo, by the way, lives in Taiwan, lived there many, many years, but he's Canadian, so don't listen to him. He's probably had too many beers as well. Yilan. Oh right, biking in Yilan. Talk to Led Zippo. He does cycles. He's a cyclist chap. He knows all about cycles. He has cycling videos if you're into that sort of thing. Cycling mostly northwest Taiwan because he lives in Taipei. So. And my friend Kimberly, who I was talking about before, she's from Hong Kong originally, but she now sort of lives in Taiwan, in Taipei. So I watch a webcam every morning to see what the weather's like where she is. She used to live in England. When I went back to visit my parents in England, I would often go and meet up with her. Gay means happy, according to your grandmother. Oh right, you're trying to justify yourself now. One day I may make it to Taiwan to come and visit Kimberly, and along the way pop in and see Lead and then Blue Sky. So I better sort of like pace myself now. I've finished my absinthe. I'm not hallucinating yet. I'm disappointed. But this bottle cost quite a lot of money from my sons. And it's 70 centilitres. But that's the amount, which is about 15 centilitres or something like that. So I'm going to drink it gradually. Most people think Taiwan, yes. I knew Taiwan was what Taiwan was. I didn't know the history until my friend Kimberly moved there. I had a vague idea where it was and what its history was. And now I could tell you sort of quite a lot of its history from the Denisovans of 40,000 years ago when it was attached to the mainland. to their replacement by Austronesians 4,000 years ago, and everything since. But I won't bore you with that. Thumbs up, yes, thumbs up. Thumbs up, like and subscribe. Well, Siri has subscribed. Siri, I don't know if you're still there. 'Cause, I mean, I'm wondering whether Prison could get AI to automatically translate my blab into into the languages of my my viewers, possibly even on a replay. The only thing with having drinks in the afternoon is I'm supposed to be on a diet, but I've got no cake left. It was my birthday last week, and I did make a cake. Made one for me and my sons, and one for work, and it's all gone. Mental. All right. Yes. This is what happens when you get to 60. Sandra. Mental. Yeah. It's mental, but is it remotely entertaining? If it's not remotely entertaining, you're not obliged to stay. Of course, you can just old and stupid. Yes, probably. Yes, you're the next generation, so it'll all come to you eventually. Yeah, well, I've been accused of this many times. My sister thinks so as well. Best boozes for diabetics. I don't know. I think whiskey, actually, because it's the more pure alcohol there is, and less sugar is better. Old and stupid. Well, you don't have to stay, Sandra. Well, she's probably not staying. But anyway, thank you for watching. I see what you mean, Led. This is what happens. 30 minutes have gone and I'm getting spiked. Okay. So yes, probably whiskey. I've read that whiskey, if you wanted to reduce sugar intake, you will become like completely wasted and an alcoholic. But you won't. Your diabetes won't suffer. A troll fest. All right, Sandra, you may be a troll. I'm sorry, but you've been very, very nice. It's a tough crowd. Well, I mean, it's a new crowd as well. Since going vertical, I've attracted a new crowd. I may go horizontal next week, just to relax. It's just trying to keep TikTok mentality going when you're 60 is a bit hard, you know. Old and stupid. Hello, Kea Woodfin. Hi, Kea. Hopefully, my old and stupid live stream is not too much not to your taste. Oh. I'm still waiting for Alas. Alas sort of liked my post on Discord for this live stream, and it's Sunday. Maybe she's out walking the dog. Hello, my music's finished. Oh God, thank God for that, says everybody. Old and stupid. The music is old and stupid, like the host. It was my birthday last Wednesday. Thank you, anyway. Sweet Jesus, it is an ascot. It is an ascot. I've got about 6. This one, a white one, like a purple one. Purple, yes, shiny purple ascot that I've worn on the live stream. Said it made me look like a pimp. Yes, it was my birthday last week, Kea. I managed to get 4 cards, one of which was an e-card. She just said happy birthday. Hey, thank you. Happy birthday, by the way. Yes. Yeah, so I didn't stream I generally stream at the weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. Stupidly and old as I am. I've been doing this, I've been live streaming, for 13 years. I'm half expecting Robert to turn up. Take nothing the state I'm in, I take nothing personally at all, no. I'm just being most circumspect so as not to be flagged by YouTube. You put your tablet sideways in order to properly watch because you're like, everybody, still no guitar. He's on his third Duvel and he's lying horizontally watching the show somewhere in Germany. That's the way to do it. Do we need any more music? Vote now. I can put some more music on. I've got the YouTube. I've got the Prism Music Library lined up, and I've got, I think, some Japanese jazz lined up. I think it's time for a wine. Just for a bit of variety. And then I may go outside for some fresh air. If Sandra is still with us, I don't know. Sandra may have gone, but brings the ruffians. Yes, vertical brings the ruffians. So if if I feel the need for a bit of rough, I'll go vertical. Okay. Was that stupid enough? Yes, I'm afraid. What's the jazz? Right. I've forgotten. Any jazz he didn't like. I haven't seen him for a long time. I haven't seen Jazz Samurai for a long time. All people in my Discord and the J-Vlog has disappeared. J-Vlog, Jazz Samurai, Radri even. Radri still uploads. I even forgot his name, yes. Yes, this happens when you get to a certain age. Oh, right. Nice one. Well, hope it stays with you as you drive to work on Monday morning. I had a good time while I had a dump. By the way, thank you for typing in English. If you typed in Mandarin, I'd have been royally buggered. I did 1 year of Mandarin, mainland Mandarin, Chinese class. It was called in Belgium. This was about a year after my Chinese girlfriend had ended the relationship with me, and I thought perhaps by going to Chinese Mandarin class, I would increase my chances of meeting another Chinese lady. And it was full of Belgians, and the only Chinese lady was the girlfriend of one of the Belgians who appeared a couple of times throughout the course. So I was most disappointed. Alas, there you are. Hello, Retro Scorpion. Oh, Retro Scorpion. Oh yes, one of Led's chaps. Hello. Thank you. So how's the wine? The wine is quite good. It's Côte de Rhône. It's I shall not swirl it round my mouth and spit it out. That would be a waste, wouldn't it? So alas, Hannah Smith. Guess what? I don't know Hannah. There's a 30-second delay. So between you asking guess what and me answering, I don't know. So I guess what? You're also from Taiwan, or you also believe, as with Sandra, that I'm old and stupid. I'm somebody's dad, you know. Poor sons, people are thinking. Beijing accent, yes, there was lots of and I kept calling women horses. I kept calling my mother a horse. No. I've got a file somewhere with all my I think the best thing that they had was the end of class party. That was about it. I think we all went out once for a meal together, and I thought perhaps my social life would improve and I would meet attractive young Chinese ladies. More fool me. Guess what, Hannah? I'm still waiting for Hannah to reply to me. I've guessed. I probably guessed it completely wrong. Does anybody else? Well, I know that Still No Guitar there in Germany is as ladded as me. Thanks, Minion, for subscribing. All right, it's Sunday. It's dark there. You're out off into town to go and ask the nearest bar for some absinthe, aren't you? Yes. Just what you need before work tomorrow morning. Okay. Stay safe. And think of me on your commute. Rossax. Hi, Rossax. What are we doing, Ezra? Well, what are we doing here? We've had absinthe, and we're now drinking wine. And I may show you the dreary parts of northern Belgium shortly as I go outside. Otherwise, it's just me rambling here, 60-year-old man from England, living in Belgium for 30 years, with an audience. You can swipe away now, if that's not your thing. Alas said hi. Well, I know you're there, Alas. So we've got people from Taiwan, we've got people from Germany, we've got people from England, we've got people from God knows where. The delay's only seconds now. 22 seconds. It's a 22-second delay. Yes, yeah. It often happens at this age. You've all got it coming to you, new viewers, new younger viewers. Have compassion for your parents. Unless they were abusive, then don't have any compassion for them at all. Is it not? It is cold and dry, with a bit of blue sky and some grey clouds. We could go and have a look in a minute, and watch the traffic. Intricate tales. Intricate tale. Do you mean intimate or intricate? Ball bags what? I like ball bags, all right. Someone after my own mindset. You're about to be an expat also. Where you expatting to? The wine matches my ascot. Yeah, really, yes. I've worn this ascot when I went out for cocktails with my friend Kimberly in Liverpool and Manchester and Leeds. I was the best dressed person in in every cocktail bar. There was a cocktail bar in Manchester, and we were stood waiting to go in, and there were another group of sort of younger people next to us, and they were pressed for space. The cocktail bar, and the waiter came out and he looked around. And then he saw us two, and I was dressed there in a sort of like evening jacket and an ascot, and Kimberly was just a beautiful young woman anyway, and said, "Oh, you two can come in," which is good. Interesting. Well, I've just told you my story of being let into a cocktail bar because of the way I looked. I don't know how interesting that was. After a few more wines, it may get more interesting, Ezra. Subscribe to find out. Are you going from America to Japan? All right. You're going to live there. Hi, K Jones, Cafe Jones, New Zealand. All right. Jolly good. Cool. My interesting fact. One of my uncles was going to go and live in New Zealand back in the 60s, but went to Australia instead. Oh, right, interesting stories. Yes, I went to a garden party at Buckingham Palace in England, and I sort of met the Queen and what was then Prince Charles, who is now King Charles. And I had a rather nice iced coffee. And I got changed. I changed my clothes under a tree outside Euston Station. Yes, because we all went down in our sort of like casual clothes, and then all got changed and walked to Buckingham Palace Gardens. You're going to do that right away. Thank you, Ezra 27. So yes, every week you get me. And sometimes you'll get me with a guest, if I can find one. Otherwise, it's just me. Your wife is Japanese. Oh, I have several friends with Japanese wives, like J-vloggers from 10 years ago. Yes. Whereabouts in Japan are you going to go and live? Because I've been there 4 times and you know, like been to various places. The furthest place from Tokyo that I've been is Yamaguchi, because I was rather fond of a former beauty queen and television presenter who became my friend, who lived there, but she was also a grandmother. So there's that. My chin has to take a dump, right? My chin has to take a dump. Yes. I've got the Kirk Douglas chin. See what you mean? Yes. Sendai Miyagi. Oh right, I've never been there. No, I've been to Aichi Prefecture. I've been to Yamaguchi, Hiroshima Prefecture, Tokyo. Where else? That's it really. And yeah, wherever Kyoto is. Can't remember the prefecture. Well, I made Tony laugh anyway. All right. Well, Still No Guitar goes he works there practically. You subbing? Thanks, Tony. It's my crappy chin has given me subscribe. I never in my life imagined that my Kirk Douglas chin would gain me a subscriber. It's a beautiful Miyagi Prefecture. Right, in Sendai. Okay, right. Is it east of Tokyo or west of Tokyo? Because I can't remember. I used to know where all the prefectures were, but I haven't been since 2018, so I kind of like lost touch a bit. Sendai. Well, Still No Guitar goes to like Japan often, so yes. You're only 19. You touched some well, yeah, you've got plenty of time left. I didn't get married until I was 33. So you've got ages yet. You're all right. I didn't get divorced till I was 45. So, but I had children when I was 33 as well. 34, something like that. North of Tokyo, oh right, like north of Gunma and that sort of places, yeah. Oh, you're off to Osaka again in 3 weeks. Still No Guitar is one of the few remaining links I have to Japan. I have Japanese friends. I have like my friend Chuck the Magpie, the singer. She lives in Tokyo. When I spoke to her, I had a video chat with her over Christmas, so I'm in contact with her, but I kind of lost touch with my other Japanese friends. You've got some hope. Yes, there's plenty of time. No rush. No rush. I mean, in the 1960s when I was born, my parents were in their early 20s when they got married, but that's then. These days, from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, people just get older and older before they decide to get married. Also, economically, in the 60s, it was a lot easier to get married when you were younger. Near, just north of Fukushima, so it's northeast Tokyo. Yeah. Do you want to get married, Ezra? Or when is that a sort of a life goal? I mean, I kind of got married because my girlfriend said, let's get married. I said, all right. And my girlfriend said, we just got married. And he said, well, I want children. I said, all right. So, it depends on, on your partner. And also, it also depends on your nature. I mean, you might not not necessarily be of the gender to have children. Bonjour, Anna. Why do you do so posh? You mean in the look or the voice? The voice is just that's like how I grew up, and I got that voice. My sister frowns at me. My sister speaks with the regional accent from where I'm from in England, and whenever we go out for dinners and things for Christmas, and I talk to the staff or whatever, she says, "Ooh, you're posh." Yes, thank you. Well, yes, it's just the way I ended up talking, and I kind of adopted this look. I went through a grungy phase when I was in my 20s. I used to have a beard, and long hair, and really scruffy clothes. But then I got a job with the National Trust in England, and that didn't match. So I had to get rid of the beard and tied my long hair back and wore sort of smarter clothes. Voice. Oh, the voice is just I moved around a lot as a child, so I didn't really pick up the regional accents from where we lived. So I kind of just adopted my own based on watching TV. She wants to get married by 30. Well, that's blimey. So she's anticipating that you're staying together for at least another 10 years. That's a very strong relationship. So she's planning. She's got her head screwed on quite well. This puts a lot of pressure on you, though. If you are going to be the sort of the main breadwinner, of course. South Africa. Cool. I've got friends from when I used to live in a little village in England shortly after I was born, and my best friends lived down the road, and they've all moved to South. Well, two of them, there were three brothers, and two of them now live in South Africa with their families. Am I generous by any chance? Only with words. I work as a part-time warehouse man driving a forklift truck, which earns me just enough money to pay for this apartment and going out for a couple of meals a week. That's about it. So, and if I save up enough, I can go and visit my friend Kimberly in Taiwan. But it means saving up a lot. So, generous more with my words than anything else. They speak predominantly French in the south of Belgium, in Brussels. But south of Brussels, they speak French. North of Brussels, they speak Dutch. It's a whole complicated mess, Belgium. And I'm British because I met a Dutch-speaking Belgian woman in England who came to live with me in England for a couple of years, got bored because I lived in a remote rural area. And she came back to Belgium and said, you can either stay here or you can come with me. So I came with her, and I've been here 30 years. Tungsten filament. They're getting very rare, tungsten filaments, The video of Pretty. I don't follow that. Is that the one that got shot by the ice chappie? I don't know. I mean, you're from France. Oh, right. Northern France? Southern France? Western France? I've been to Gorge du Tarn. I've been to. I've slept in a tent next to a river in Gorge du Tarn. I've been to the Loire Valley. I've been to Paris. In Paris, I went to Paris as a student, an art student, in 1985, and I stayed with my two friends in a room next to the Eiffel Tower, in a hotel next to the Eiffel Tower. There were three of us: me, my friend off my course, and a girl who was doing painting. And she got in the room with us because her name was Samantha, but she usually called herself Sam. So the people at the hotel thought she was a boy. So it was me, her, and this other guy in the one room together. Art students. Why not? I look wealthy. No, this is all appearance, I'm afraid. Sorry, this jacket cost me €4 from the charity shop. I think the most expensive thing I've got on is my glasses. All the rest is like, yes, even my jeans are charity shop. The shirt is charity shop. The t-shirt underneath is charity shop. This was a bit more expensive. So yes, it's all, you can get by without and look the part without too much expense, actually. Yes, when I was studying, did I ever meet any Brits? When I was studying Dutch, when I first moved here, I went to Dutch classes, so there's quite a few Brits in there, but I've not really maintained any contact with them. There were lots of other nationalities, but there were Brits amongst them. Australia. Weekend trips to France from Spain. Kinglo. All right, Kinglo. Yeah, I had an Australian friend here in Belgium. Because this place I work at as a warehouse man, it sells tiles, and I once delivered some tiles to a cafe in town that was just setting up, and the guy helped me unload the tiles into his cafe, and he turned out to be Australian, which is great for me because I could then chat with him in English without having to bother speaking Dutch. And he said, "Oh, when we're open, come on, you must come round." So when they did, and I went there every week for my dinner. Regular viewers will know them as it's a place called Skippy's, with a very original name. And they went for about 4 or 5 years, but then they sort of the couple separated and instead. Yeah, well, there's some nice Americans in. I mean, I don't, if you watch YouTube, and he's not on much anymore, but there used to be a YouTuber called Gimme a Break Man. His name is Victor. He runs an English school in Nagoya. He's a nice chap. I went round to his house a few times, and he was on my old show, and I was on his show. Black and white marble tiles. Separate black tiles and white marble tiles, or marbled black and white. Yeah, we generally do ceramic tiles you can get sort of with the marble look, but the actual natural tiles are extremely expensive, and we have to get them in from another company. All right, you served in Belgium in the military. Oh, cool. Trying to think, he served as an Australian in the Belgian military, or sort of on there was an Australian contingent who were based in Belgium. White tiles with black marbling in the white tile. Yeah, I've delivered those before, natural marble, but it's our company just supplies ceramic tiles, so I had to go and pick them up from some stone, some natural stone company. But they are expensive. I mean, even the ceramic tiles are extremely expensive. You think, oh, it's just made of clay, but You know, when you're paying about €100 for a square metre of tiles, that's how expensive they can be. I think I'm going to pace myself. Oh God, I've been talking for an hour out of my arse. Shall I keep going? Do you want to look outside? I need some fresh air. Would you like to go and look outside? I'm not a Belgian citizen. I have a Belgian identity card that says, you know, that's permission to live here, sort of thing. Because I'm a UK citizen, and even when the UK left the European Union, there was an arrangement, so I can live here indefinitely, and also have like Belgian children. So you know, there's no risk or anything. In the military. So who's part of his dual? I haven't got dual. I think I can get dual nationality. My sons have it because they were born here, obviously, so they're naturally Belgian. But my wife and I at the time applied to the British Embassy to, on the basis of me being British, for them to get UK citizenship as well. So they have both, but I didn't bother. I couldn't see the point. So I don't feel at home in anywhere. So I'm cosmopolitan. Right. That's enough. I better go and put some shoes on if I'm going to go outside. I've decided we're going outside because I need some fresh air. And you're probably just bored of me sat there talking endlessly. Let's put my shoes on. That's so sad. Oh right, what? Which bit is sad? Tampa Bay, Florida. Woo! I was good friends with a woman in Florida and her husband. And her husband sometimes appeared on my show. Unfortunately, she passed away. But yes, and I was friends, or I am still friends with a YouTuber originally from Florida, and then she moved to the UK, and now she's back, and now she's in LA. It's sad that I didn't feel at home anywhere. I feel kind of, sorry for the echo, we're going outside, I live in an apartment, so we have to go downstairs. But I'm okay. I mean, Belgium and UK, they both have nice bits. But all my English friends sort of kind of like faded away, and my Belgian friends have faded away. Which is why I'm stood here talking to you. Right, make sure I've got my keys, don't get locked out. I'll just flip you over. Anna, hello, hi, Anna. We're in Belgium, in the north of Belgium, between Ghent and Antwerp. And I'm just going to show you my street. There we are. It's grey in Belgium. Belgium is renowned for being grey. Yes, and the houses are old 1930s streets. Oh, that's better, a bit of fresh air. Oh. Ah, right. Wow, well, that's an interesting mix. Filipino and so her parents are Filipino and Aboriginal. Oh, the one of the guys on my old show. I used to be on a show called Three Old Dudes that I set up. There was me, a Canadian guy, and an Australian guy. And the Australian guy was Aboriginal. Backstain, yes, Backstain. baked brick houses. Typical in Belgium and also in the UK. Yeah, it's this is why I stay inside a lot of the time. There are some nice bits of Belgium. If you look at some of my videos and older live streams where I go out walking, we go to nice places in Belgium with greenery and blue sky and nice villages and stuff. But this bit, I mean, it's to be expected. It was the second industrialised country in the world, and it shows. So. I'm just going to take you to my usual go-to spot, which is the 16th century house tucked away around the corner. Because this all used to be just like fields, obviously, and gardens, until they built it all up in the 20th century. I'll go around here past the monkey puzzle tree. There it is. So it looks totally unimpressive, and they've finished working on the gate. But the brick wall at the end there is I think is 17th century. So these build this sort of like the wall and the gate are 17th century. The Gajigal clan is from Iora. Well, I have to Google that later. Iora. Sydney was originally called Iora. All right, that's interesting. I never knew that. So this house has been here since I think the 15th century. They've redone it. They've redone it now. I mean, this gate used to be sort of 18th century, and like they've faffed about with it and put these niches in. So it's 18th century with 21st century additions, and this bit was a 15th century house, and then I think in the 18th century they made it look like that, and it's been tarted up since. But it's got a moat around it on the other side, which is why it's called a castle. It does look old, yes. It's the oldest building here. I mean, that street down there, which was built in the 1930s, or the 1920s even, I think, used to be the driveway up to this house. Yes, it's kind of, yeah, well, funny you should mention that. Belgium obviously was part of the Spanish Empire in the 16th century, and you get all the wars between the Catholics and the Protestants, and that's why Holland split off, or the northern Netherlands split off. And there was like the 80 Years' War and all that sort of business. Yeah. Well, I think most of this survived World War II. I think there were a few bombs dropped here because it was invaded by the Germans, who took it over, basically, and hello, pussycat, supported by Dutch-speaking Nazis. Hello, puss. Hello. No, he's not interested. Never mind. God, it smells like cat pee. It smells of cat pee. Sorry. Yeah, it's. I mean, in old maps of this pit from the 17th century, the moat does go more or less all the way around the house. But I mean, it's been filled in partly now. Tell the cat I said meow. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Fetch the comfy chair. It's a bit chilly, actually. It's about 8 degrees, and I haven't got a sweater on, so we're going back. Ooh, wow, this is rather fancy 208. My son used to have a 2013 208, a red, shiny red GTI, but then its engine broke, and now is a much more sensible Hyundai i30 estate car. 40 degrees in Oz. Oh yes, it's like winter over here, and then it's flipped over there. It's like baking hot there, isn't it? That's right. Where are you, ball bags? 10 inches of snow. My youngest son, who I was just talking about, who's got the Hyundai. He just arrived at the Black Forest in Germany yesterday. Plenty of snow there. He's going for a week's holiday with his girlfriend there. All right, bushfires. Hell. Now, it was quite warm, I have to say, here in the summer for a couple of weeks. Like, I mean, proper warm, 35 degrees, going up to about nearly 40 degrees. In my apartment, you know, if it's like 30 degrees outside, I've got huge windows, and it ends up being about 40 degrees. It's about the only time I ever wore shorts in my life. When I sit inside in summer in my apartment. North Carolina. Oh, North Carolina. All right, cool. I had a friend who lived in Arkansas. So now she lives in New Hampshire, and then she lived in Florida, then she moved to New Hampshire, and now she's going. Well, she lived in New York. Now she lived in Florida, then she moved to New York, and then she moved to Arkansas, and then she moved to New Hampshire just recently with a girlfriend, and now they're going to go to. She just told me she's going to go back to New York. It's very peripatetic. Now there's something you don't hear every day. It's a man who has to chase kangaroos from his water fountain. I like it. Oh yeah. Culture. There you go, some culture. I used to remember the name of that artist. Well, there you are. If you join this stream, you learn something new. That you have to chase kangaroos away from your garden. Oh God. Oh, I didn't lock my door. It's very safe here in Belgium because, you know, nobody's here. All right, Scottish, German, and English. That'll be an interesting accent. I think still no guitar is on his fourth Duvel and has fallen asleep. I don't know. Is a lass still there? My regular viewers have zoned out. You guys here, thank you for keeping me company. So there was the sort of the behind the scenes of the absinthe disaster. This is what happens when you're stupid and old. The kangaroos just jumped over. Unfortunately, you just had three bottles of Duvel. I have to explain to the other people. Duvel is Belgian beer. It's made about like 20 kilometers from where I live, and it's about 9 or 10% strength alcohol. And so, if you have three, it's a wonder that you're still watching. Absinthe is bleh. I don't know. I developed a taste for Pernod when I was a student, and it tastes exactly like Pernod. So, and I quite like aniseed. I mean, if you put the sugar with it, it's all right, really. But yeah, you know, if it's not your thing, that's fine. Choose something else. You know, I have a cupboard full of like vodka, gin, whiskey, Fernie Branca. Have you tried Fernie Branca? Hang on, I'll just show you. Fernie Branca. It's an Italian aperitif. It's supposed to be healthy. It's made of like all kinds of different herbs. And if you're into cocktails and you ask to have something with Fernie Branca in it, the cocktail waiter will be impressed. Fernie Branca. And, you know, unfortunately, it tastes like mouthwash. on its own. Rum. You're still here, or your phone is still there, Adalabati. Adalabati is King Low 36. Adalabati is indeed a Filipino. So if you know any words in Filipino from your relatives, you could speak to her in Tagalog. You do know what Fernie Branca is? Oh, good. It's more of a maisonette, yes. It's very 60s, that, isn't it? Maisonette. I live in a maisonette, you know. My name is Alfie. Really. Hang on. Front, rear. This is the rear. This chin got me subscriptions. It's amazing. Right, Adalabati. Say something to King Low in Tagalog and see if he understands. Oh dear, I've been going for 1 hour and 16 minutes non-stop. That's my English used up for the week. The rest of the week I speak Dutch. This is why I save up all my English for the weekend, and then I dump it all on you. You're a girl. Oh, sorry, King Low. Lauren. All right, Lauren. That's nice to know. I'm Simon, by the way. Yeah, it says on the advert Simon. And I'm a sexalescent. I looked that up. Apparently, it's a new word formed in the 21st century by obviously sort of like happy clappy, very positive people who get into their 60s and feel like they're still adolescents. Which is why I added the word slacker to it, just to differentiate myself from happy clappy positive people. So when you get to my age, you know. There's only one way to go. There we go. We've got people talking to each other in their native languages in comments. That's cool. Ever had a Japanese beer? Yes, I've had. I've had Asahi. What's that place? I can't remember the name of the beer, the brand of the beer. There's a place in Tokyo where they make it, and I've had that. And I've had Japanese beer in Japan, but mostly I had sake. It's a new word. No, it is not, Adalabate. Sorry, alas. Sorry, Adalabate. I asked Google AI, and they told me. I believe everything Google AI says. No, they said this was a new word. It's probably from across the pond. Sexalescent. It's a combination of sextagenarian, which I became, which sounds like somebody who needs medical aid. In combination with adolescent, and it's supposed to indicate that people in their 60s suddenly become, are not old and stupid. Yes, they are. They're like new adolescents, and I thought, well, no, not really. I'm not. I'm a miserable old git. So and that's why I put slacker on the end. You're 35 and you feel 60. What's the term for that? Burnt out? I don't know. You need to chill out, man. And get over the sort of, any disgust for Fernie Branca and absinthe. Go to a cocktail bar. Meet a beautiful young person like I did, and revitalizes you. No end. You're 26, but your knees are 96. What are you doing? What on earth? Yeah. Oh, you're 26 and you don't think 60? No, it's not. I mean, technically, I mean, I'd be old really sort of when I'm my parents' age, who are in their 80s. That's proper old. That's proper old, isn't it? When my mum was 70, she skydived. we for her birthday, for her 70th birthday, we got her present was from us was a skydiving lesson. So yeah. I'm like a fine wine now. Yes, as long as I don't leave the cork out and go sour. You have to cork me in time and keep me dark in the cellar. And then I age gracefully. Are you all disgraceful? By the way, the advert said, well, let's all age disgracefully. Are you all being disgraceful at the moment? Sandra thought so. Old, stupid, and disgraceful. That's me. I don't care. All right, I'm gonna lay off this. This has got to last me till Tuesday. Simon, this has got to last till Tuesday. When you get to Japan, you'll be working non-stop. Oh right. Oh God. I presume you've been before. You've been before and explored before you had chance. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I got into Japan when I was about 45. I got into Japan because I listened to the 5, 6, 7, 8s once, and then I saw the 5, 6, 7, 8s on the video, and I thought, wow, very attractive young Japanese women playing rockabilly punk. This is not my idea of what Japan was, and it like sort of opened my eyes a bit to what Japan could be, and one thing led to another. All right, yeah. So you have plenty of you've explored Japan, sort of enough, and now you've got to knuckle down, stay in one place, and do the grind. Yes, okay. So by the time you retire, you'll be able to go and explore. I know. And get your children to drive you there, drive you around. Ah, your mother got sick. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, my mum's not fantastic anymore. She's 84 and she had some lots of micro brain hemorrhages, which is like she can't speak unfortunately now. Off the grind. F the grind. F the grind. Off the grind. F the grind. F the grind. Yes. But how else? And unless Ballbags' wife is a high earner, then he's got to do the grind. Because I think anybody remember what's he called? Oh God, I've forgotten his name. YouTuber from Osaka. I've forgotten his name. Yeah, that's how interesting he was. Yes, Ballbags. Yes, I can. Yeah, it's difficult because she can't speak anymore. So she has this little machine which she types what she wants to say out, and it sort of plays it back in like artificial voice. 3 generations of geologists. Wow, cool. That's very interesting, actually. Scott Ackerman. Yes, Scott. Yes, Scott. His wife was a dentist, or his wife is a dentist. So he was able to sort of work independently and do things like YouTube and do his illustration work. But he had an apartment and he has a family, but largely on the basis of his wife's income, I think. She knows. Yes. I'll be phoning tonight. I always phone once a week on a Sunday, and so at the end of my conversation with my dad, my own mum always comes to the phone and makes a best effort to say goodbye. Unrested, yes, that's right, Unrested. Scott from Unrested. Yeah, he was a good J-vlogger back in the day. He was on the Three Old Dudes show a couple of times, along with Tokyo Sam. Is he back in the US? He went to the US, but I think he's back in Japan now, because last year he was like uploading videos. I can't remember. Is he back? Yeah. So it's a lot of strain for her. I mean, in her head, she can say all the sentences and words and understand everything. It's just like the parts of the brain that were destroyed are the speech parts, sort of the motor parts for making speech. Oh, Chris Broad and Charla. No, sorry. I once tried to get him on my show. He completely ignored my messages. I've had Tokyo Lens on my show, and I was friends with the Shamisen girls in who are protege, or kind of like proteges of his. Dispassionate observer, how do I live frugally? Basically, don't go out much. Tips. Try to avoid streaming services. Try to avoid insulate your property. Don't avoid insulate your property. Turn your heating down a little bit. Main thing is don't go out a lot. I go out about once a week. Oh shit. You know what? Hang on. I have beef with Chris Broad. Not really. I don't really have a beef with him because I never really got to the stage of interacting with him. But at the stage I was getting sort of fairly decent YouTubers, J-vloggers appearing on my show, I thought, I'll try Chris Broad, but he didn't reply. So I thought, oh well, never mind. Cook your own meals. Well, I kind of, I cook my own meals. Yes, I go out twice a week. Actually, I go out Friday nights to the Thai restaurant that I've become accustomed to, and Saturdays I go to my Italian cafe in Ghent, which burns through in total about €60. Did I say you? No, my mother. She's 84 and she unfortunately had lots of little brain hemorrhages which stopped her ability to speak. Blah blah, hang on. All right. Still. Wait a minute. Blah blah, I know, yeah, blah blah, Hang on. Oh shit. oh shit's been on the absinthe or the wine. I've been on the absinthe or the wine. So I've been going for an hour and a half. Jesus Christ. I think it's about time I wound up and had a nap because I'm old. New comments. Don't go yet. Oh, your mother wasn't given 60 years. God. Yep, that's true. I don't know whether I'm squandering it doing this or, it's good for my mental health. I don't know whether it's good for your mental health watching me, but I mean, it's good for mine. Out collecting extinct volcano specimens tomorrow. Well, there we go. It's like beating off kangaroos one day, collecting extinct volcano specimens. We should all go and subscribe to Kinglord. You should vlog this, Kinglord. Go and collect your specimens and vlog beating off kangaroos. You'd go viral. Old Man is a good song. Hang on. Oh shit. Oh shit, I don't know what you're on about, but anyway, yeah. Guess I'm 53. Dispassionate observer. No, look at the advert. I'm 60. I turned 60 last week. I'm well preserved. It's all the alcohol, probably. Yes, it brings me joy, ball bags. Yeah, I mean, if you've been doing it for 13 years every week, once a week, it must mean something to you. It's just the average life of an Aussie, but yes, we'll be quite. I think people in the audience, will be quite new viewers and audience members, current audience members. Would you be up for watching Lauren go and collect extinct volcano specimens and fight off kangaroos from her backyard? You could do a live stream and get masses of subscribers and have a new time-consuming hobby. You've subbed. Oh, good. Thank you. What do I do every day to keep healthy? I kind of eat not too much. I eat as healthily as I can be asked to eat. Yes? What do you mean, yes? Alas, you want to know how I stay healthy? My work as a part-time warehouse man involves a lot of physical labour outside, alone. That sort of mentally that's not so healthy, but physically, I do a lot of physical work. So that keeps me active because I can't be bothered to go walking or cycling or anything like that, or swimming. I haven't swum for about 20 years. King Loz, you've got to go, okay? Yes, keep it in mind, Lauren, yeah. You're a kangaroo. Who's a kangaroo? King Loz or me? Last time I looked. I hope I'm a male kangaroo. I'd be a bit rubbish as a female kangaroo. Yes to kangaroo watching. Part-time would be an option for you. Yes, but would that still mean you'd be able to get to Japan? Would they accept that? Bye, King Lois. Yes, when I got this apartment about 16 years ago, the real estate agent sort of coming around. It's rented, and he came round and I looked at it. I thought, oh, that's cool. I don't have to decorate it. It looks cool already. That saved me money. I mean, it's starting to get in need of decoration after 16 years, but yeah. Upstairs in my former bedroom and now my son's bedroom, there's a sort of a rather intense blue on the wall, but the rest is sort of this like beige colour. It goes from cool brown to sort of beige. What do I do for Naddy? I work a labouring job as a part-time warehouse man at my ex-wife's family business. It's a tile business, so it's lots of driving a forklift truck. And I spent Friday. I spent most of the day on the road driving a van with a trailer, picking up tiles from various places and bits and bobs, and bringing them back to work. My main focus England, no, Belgium. My main focus is pure awareness and pure awareness. Yes, I go with that. I did yoga for 5 years. until I decided it was a load of nonsense. Optimal health. My main focus is not to die just yet. I think, did anybody remember Skype? I think might be on Skype. You used to have a thing where you put and existence is useless. I put on my Skype blurb, but interesting nonetheless. I do not look like a forklift truck driver. Not dressed like this. If I put my work clothes on, like my scruffy work clothes, I look like a forklift truck driver. Hoeveel talen spreek ik? Dit, Engels, een heel klein beetje Japans, zo goed als niets van Frans en zo goed als niets van Chinees. Alhoewel, ik heb Frans op school gestudeerd en Chinees voor 1 jaar. Sandra, you're still here, Sandra. You're young. Yes, enjoy it while you can. What? Mr. 90. Right, is that medically or just aesthetically? Oh, you're an artist. Oh, I have a degree in fine art, film and video, and that's why I'm working now as a part-time warehouse man in Belgium to earn money. It didn't deliver me much in the way of income. I'm very bright and sensitive, sophisticated but deeply sensitive. Possibly, yes. Whether I'm a benefit to society, I don't know. I hope so. You will get a supercut for your circumcision. Ah! Jeez, wow. I'm cringing here. You're not seeing my groin. My groin is cringing at the very mention of these words. You can love us, Sandra, yes. And Sandra, I respect your choices. And do you YouTube? I used to sort of just watch for a long time, and then about 2012, 2013, I decided I should create content. So do you create content, or do you just watch? No obligation to create content. But I found by creating content, I could leverage that. Certainly when I started doing my first YouTube live streams with me and a couple of other guys, that I sort of roped in to do it because I was too afraid to do it on my own, that we could use our leverage as YouTube creators to get other YouTube creators to come on to our show, which was cool. You'd never make videos; you'd be banned within hours. Oh, well, interesting videos, Put them on on TikTok or something. Hang on, Nadie is from Oz as well. Lauren, Lauren's gone, but Lauren's in Oz as well. Yes, welcome everyone. Question to everyone. Next week on the show, shall I be horizontal and do a live stream in the old-fashioned way, or would you prefer it like this? You just come when you can be bothered. Well, that's fair enough, Sandra. I'll be here regardless. So you're perfectly welcome to come when you're bothered. Very welcome. Right, you were a Marine. I went for Okinawan snacks in the Japanese bar with an ex-Marine when I was in Japan. He was a YouTuber. I have 13 likes. This is a historic record. I should go vertically more often. Hang on. I can't. There's too many. I have to. 6251. I used to have a YouTube name a bit like that. Sarsimang28172. We're approaching the end of the show, theoretically. But everybody seems to be enjoying it. So, my son's gone for a walk, and I've got the rest of the afternoon free. So, thank you, Sandra. Yes, I shall go and look at your channel after this. I'm curious now. Sundays, yes. Alas, work Saturday, so so Sundays is probably best for you. Yes, I might do that in future. There's less pressure. Then I can go to my cafe in Ghent on Saturday and not think, oh God, now what do I got to do? And I've got to show people this city again. But then that puts extra pressure on me. Well, what do I do at home? One of my sons suggested, why don't I go out and make like a video and then show it on the show and talk about it, which I could do. I've got wine left. Yes, I was telling everybody I've got to save this. This has got to last till Tuesday. That's another way of budgeting. What's brownies? Brownies. It depends. Brownies can be innocent, or brownies can be sometimes not so innocent. It depends what you cook them with. I used to have chocolate brownie at Skippy's Cafe every Friday as my dessert with ice cream on it. But I have had the other kind of brownie made with other kind of ingredients in my youth. And it is quite effective. Kent. Oh, you're from Kent. All right. I did visit there once. Before I married my girlfriend, she and I drove round various places in England, one of which was Kent. I'm very classy. Thank you very much. Very classy. Thank you. Yes, I'm a distant relative. Yes, I mean, I was saying earlier that one of my uncles ended up moving to Australia, but they moved back not long after that. So, the brownies and the Cubs. Well, yes, my sister was in the Brownies, and I was in the Cubs, and then I was in the Scouts because it was kind of like inevitable, and I didn't have the nerve to say no. I don't like this. I don't want to go here anymore. Unfortunately, then we moved house, and I didn't have to go to the Scouts anymore. Headmaster of Hogwarts. Oh God, no. I haven't got a beard. But the actor that played the original Dumbledore, the actor, not the one in the latter part of the film series, but the first one. I'm more akin to him. I have a super. No, I was just telling. Sorry, I don't. No, I have a crappy old 24-year-old Peugeot 307 diesel, which I'm going to have to get rid of next week because it costs too much to keep it going than its value as a car. So no, it's complete opposite. Hello, Pelly. Hello. We've got in a lot of Australians today. We've got Lauren, Pelly, Naddy. I'm saying these names because this is what I'm seeing on the screen. I mean, it's probably not what your parents call you or your friends. I gave up. I just used my real name. Apart from my surname, I use my real name on my channel. Nederlands is geweldig. Ben je van Nederland of van België? Anna. I'm getting a new... I'm giving up on car after like 40 years of being a driver. I'm just decided, in my current situation, I have no real need of one, actually. So, and it will save me about €2,000 a year by not having one. I was in the Scouts. Yeah, amazing adventures. Kind of. I gave up when I was about 13. We moved house when I was 13, and I was really glad. We moved house, and I didn't have to go to Scouts anymore. How many booger? Rilla fish. I think I stopped eating boogers around about the age of 10. So, or possibly even earlier. Um, so yeah, 40 years without eating boogers or even picking them. Yes, my son's cars. My sons have both got decent cars, and we sort of like alternate. And my oldest son has a very small car, so it wasn't any good for me and both my sons to go in. So we used my younger son's bigger car. But my younger son is not going with us this year. He's going with his girlfriend next year and popping in to visit my parents. And so me and my older son are going in the smaller car this year. You're going to sleep now? Okay. Thanks, Adalabati. Bye. Can I speak Hindi? I'm afraid not. No. I had a Jain friend at art college who I was extremely fond of. She was very attractive. She was from Nottingham, but her family originated in northern India, and I kind of looked at trying to learn Hindi, but she spoke English, so it didn't really matter. So I didn't learn Hindi. Yes, if you're interested in videos on Japan, check out Adalabati's channel. She used to do live streams. She doesn't do them anymore, but she does nice vlogs. She goes to sort of various festivals in and around Tokyo and places. Yes, haha. Yes. But I did read a lot about India because I fancied it like mad. So I sort of did a lot of like reading up on India and Indian history and stuff at that time, which was 40 years ago. Oh shit! Hang on. Oh shit! What? Hang on. What is this channel about? It's about me, basically. It has devolved from being a channel about Japan with interviews with people from Japan and that sort of thing, and with various vague connections to Japan, to being a channel about just random stuff, mostly revolving around me. Ego, basically. What have we all done to impress? What have we all done to impress what? Ladies. I probably don't do enough. This is why I've not had a relationship for 15 years. It's about the wonderful, wise Simon. What? Yeah. Thank you. Lots of sake, yes. Well, there were lots of like sort of a few years ago. I did lots of like sake testing things with my sake sommelier friends from Los Angeles. Yeah. What do I think about airplane pilots? They're very accomplished, very technical, and I'm very grateful for them because they flew me to Japan and back safely back in the day. And they should get paid their due. The channel is about cake, coffee, and alcohol. Yeah, pretty much. Mexi Honey, thank you. I'm curious about your accent too now. Looking at your profile picture. Where are you from, Mexi Honey? We've got people here from Germany. We've got people from England. We've got people here from mostly Australia, and we had some people from Japan and America. And I'm still waiting to hear whether Anna is from Holland or Belgium. And I can't remember. Very Californian. Yours is very Californian. Okay, cool. Right. Then you'll be at home with some of my other viewers here. Valley Girl. Cool. Jolly good. I had a friend. Well, I've got a friend who lives in LA at the moment. She's trying to sort of write for films, which is not the best like financial option when at the moment. I imagine. But she used to be a YouTuber. Well, she still goes on YouTube. Check out Caffeine Jedi. She's originally from Florida, so she doesn't have a Valley accent. She has a Florida accent. A live drop-in chat thing. You mean that one that you were in? You're about four hours from LA. I've got a friend in Culver as well who's been on the show. She's a yoga teacher and teaches at is it Culver College? Teaches like Oriental philosophy. Oh right, yes, Discord. I think if you click on the Discord doodah on my channel page, you can apply to come in. Maybe we could all sort of like one day, not today. I don't rest now. You could pop in and we'd all talk to each other on like audio chat or something. Bay. Oh shit. Where are you from? Oh shit, actually. I like the name. Oh shit. It's cool. What's my age? Look at the advert. I turned 60 on last Wednesday. Yeah, I haven't done much on Discord. All I do in Discord is post adverts for the show. And occasionally respond to people's posts. German. Oh right, okay. German. Still no guitar is German, so you can connect with him. Hello, Messi. Messi, 67. That's how old you think I am. Oh God. How old are you? What a question to... I know it's all right, Johnny Knoxville. L. Kermit. All right. Oh, Sandra's giggle. We made Sandra giggle. All right. Cool. Am I happy with my life? Yes, because I'm alive. I'm a conscious collection of atoms, which is pretty weird. All these people who attribute sort of transcendental and weird stuff, but and there are ghosts and there are this and that, but being a living conscious collection of atoms and matter, that's pretty weird. And then you stop, theoretically, at a certain point. So yeah, we're all temporarily alive at the same time. What's the topic? Throw one out. Frog Hen House. Yeah, there's some weird names here. Save some ladies for the rest of us. Well, none of them come to me. They're all out there. I do have some very nice lady friends, though. Yes, I have to admit. Since becoming a YouTuber, I have met some very attractive ladies. This is probably why I'm happy. And if you're a lady YouTuber, you may draw the attention of attractive men as well. And depending on your sexuality, because two of my lady friends are also lesbians, they've attracted their wives or companions, possibly through their YouTubers as well. Need to shut up, alas. No, I do not. I've never been on a date. Never. I find them bizarre. Um, I have just naturally acquired a wife and girlfriend, a girlfriend and wife, and a girlfriend after that. No dates were involved. I have all the luck. Well, if you consider 16 years of having no relationship luck, I don't know. What just happened? Well, we're on to my personal private life, which you all know about, and my regular viewers know all about anyway. So, again, humble but a lazy man. Yes. Well, the Thai ladies. Well, I'll show you what they gave me. As I said, it was my birthday last week, and I phoned up my favourite Thai restaurant. Usually I go on a Friday, so they were a bit surprised when I phoned up on a Wednesday. And I said, it's my birthday. And they went, ooh, on the phone. And then when I turned up, they all sang happy birthday to me, which was rather nice. And they came out, three of them came out from the kitchen and brought me a free sort of like a dessert with a candle in it. And they gave me their signature key ring thing for free, which is rather nice. So, become a YouTuber and it could work for you. There's motivation for you. Not just kangaroos in your backyard, but your social life may improve. I think in 3 minutes I shall end the stream. I know you're maybe sort of, it's Sunday. I don't know what you lot are doing, but I mean, I need to rest my voice. Because it's going, and maybe get something to eat or something. But I'm entirely grateful for you for all joining me for this show, and I hope you enjoyed it. And Sandra, please come back next week if you feel like it. And all the rest of you, if you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe. You don't have to. You can just come back. It's the time. Oh shit! It's the time. Yes, it's that time. Yes, it's the time. You've been watching out. Well, you've been working on a Sunday, alas. God, I feel guilty. I've been sat here waffling on for 2 hours, having a great time with you lot, and alas has been working. And kindness creates an endless ripple. Sandra, I may invite you on. You're very poetic. If you're up for being on the show next week as a guest, you're very welcome. Okay, well, with about 1 minute to go, thank you for joining, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this show. It's not always like this. It will be next week, possibly vertical again, so that you can swipe and join and whatever. And I will try and think of something to do. Perhaps we should go somewhere. I've been to art shows. I've been to sake exhibitions. Bis, tschüss. What shall I say? And. Look on what's happening in Belgium, and sometimes there are interesting things, and if there is, I shall take you there with me, and we can go and intimidate people with my gimbal and my camera, and you can have a laugh. All right, see everybody. Thanks for joining, and see you all. Hopefully, see you all again next week. No obligation. Right, see you. Bye bye.